Hey, welcome to my channel, Cooking with Manual Focus, and today we're going to be making some absolutely delicious ribs in the oven. Yes, you heard me right, ribs in the oven. So if you don't have a smoker or a grill, hey, this recipe right here and this video, hey, I got you in the game. So you can come off the bench and get in the game today, because these ribs going to be absolutely delicious. They're going to be in the oven and they're going to be on your plate. So without further ado, hey, let's go down to this workstation so we can focus on these oven baked ribs and get you in the game.
Now the ingredients will be in the description box below. Now this step, removing the membrane, is optional. You can keep it on your ribs if you like, but if you want to remove it, just get your butter knife, go underneath that membrane just enough where you can get your index finger from one side to the other, and then you're gonna pull up on this membrane. Now you can use a paper towel to get a little bit more grip, but for me, I just pull back on it and then rip that membrane off, and then fam, you in the game. So let's recap, fam. So we're gonna go with a butter knife from side to side, and then we're gonna pull up on it so we can get our index finger inside of it, and then we'll just put our index finger inside. Like I said, pull up on it, and then all you gotta do from there, fam, is just rip that membrane off, and then you'll be in the game, fam. Now once I got that membrane removed, we're gonna move to the next step of seasoning these ribs. Now let me tell you, I'm going in with some holy garlic. Like I said, I want to keep this recipe absolutely simple for you. Now you can find this at your local grocer, but I'm gonna tell you, this seasoning right here is just a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic, and some other herbs, and it's absolutely delicious, fam. Now I always season the back side of my ribs first, because those are not gonna be my money shot, right? Now we going back and we gonna flip these ribs, and as you can see right here, I'm compressing these ribs because the way you lay your meat and it cooks is how it's gonna come out. So I want my ribs to be nice, tender, juicy, and compact. Now we're gonna finish seasoning these ribs up, and then what I want to do is I want to add some water to the bottom of my pan, and what this is gonna do is gonna create some moisture in the oven, and they gonna make these ribs absolutely juicy, fam. So we're gonna let these ribs sit out for a little bit while we let our oven come up to temp. Now we're going 300 degrees with these ribs. We're gonna take these about an hour and 45 minutes. But in the meantime, we're gonna make an absolutely delicious barbecue glaze. Now just a reminder, the ingredients will be in the description box below. Now I'm going in with some barbecue sauce, and then I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of honey. Now that honey, what it's gonna do is gonna give it a glaze effect. So just like a 1964 Impala, you got that candy paint. That's what that honey is gonna do. Now I got some apple cider vinegar, and then we're gonna get everything mixed in. And then an optional thing that you can add is some liquid smoke if you want some smoky flavor. Now if you're enjoying the simpleness of this recipe, man, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on that bell so you get the notifications as well, and then leave a like and a comment. Now let's turn our focus back to these absolutely delicious ribs. Now after an hour and 45 minutes, I got these ribs out, and I'm gonna take an internal temperature so you can see like where we stand. We're looking at a range from 164 degrees to about 167. So fam, these ribs are coming along nice, and we in the game. Now I'm gonna flip these ribs over, and like I said, I like to work on the back side of my meat first, because this is not the presentation side. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a little bit of our barbecue sauce, and then we're just gonna glaze that back side. Now just a thin coat, you don't have to lather it on. I just want to get some flavor on that back side, so when you take a bite of this rib, it's gonna be absolutely delicious, fam. Now like I said, what you want to do to test and see if your rib is about ready to go, you want to do the bend test, right? So as you can see right here, that rib is holding up underneath its own weight, and it's kind of like slightly breaking, so that rib is nice and tender and it's not overcooked. So we're gonna take these ribs and we're gonna cook them for an additional 30 minutes. But before we do, hey, we gotta finish this candy paint job. Now this is the presentation side, fam, so like I said, you want to make this side absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. So take your time, man, but don't take too much time, because you don't want these ribs to cool, right? So we're going in with our barbecue sauce, and we're gonna make these ribs look absolutely gorgeous. Now we're gonna take these ribs an additional 30 minutes. Now if you want like a char effect, I'm gonna tell you, the last 5 minutes, turn your oven on broil, and it's gonna give you like that char barbecue effect, and then you'll be in the game, fam. Now all we gotta do, slice these ribs up, And then, fam, you gonna be in the game. You got some absolutely delicious, tender, and juicy ribs, all done in your oven. Look at those right there. Yes, sir. And they juicy.
All right, fam, there you have it. You got your absolutely delicious oven baked ribs. And take a look at this right here. Hey, look at that right there. Yes, sir. Hey, they nice, tender, juicy. And like I said, fam, you coming off the bench and you in the game. So you already know what we got to do. We got to give this a taste test. You can see that right there. A clean bite through. And man, got the juices coming all down my mouth. Hey, this is absolutely delicious, fam. Hey, call Main Focus. He'll get it juicy for you. Now, fam, now that's a juicy rib right there. Done in the oven, done right. Like I said, I got you in the game. Now, if you're new to this channel and new to my content, hey, go ahead, smash that subscribe button and get in the game today. Now, for the Focus fam that's been rolling me for a while, hey, you already know what I gotta do. I gotta smash into these oven baked ribs, and until the next recipe, hey, we'll see you guys later. Peace.